Hello and welcome to the Spirits Within Us. My team's here and creators here, and my name's Zena. Any negative energy that's being sent to the channel, to myself or to the viewer, transmute that into pure, unconditional love, light and healing energies for our minds, bodies and souls. Send out love to those that are sending it and hope that they find joy, peace and happiness in their hearts. So I haven't meditated on the cards or anything. We're just going to see what we get, yeah. Okay, so we have the Star, we have the Chariots, and we have Justice. I hope everyone had a good weekend, by the way. So, let's see what we've got for the Star, please. Do we have the Star? Okay. So we have Aquarius, the 11th house, visionary, but it's also about detachment as well. So detaching from something there, from the Star basically, and Aquarius. Quite a visionary. You could be the Star though, you could be the visionary, you know, the Aquarius, the visionary, the Star. And you're detaching yourself from something, and that's why we have the Chariot. Oh gosh. So these are the cards that just fell. So the cards that fell were the Star, were narcissist, were peace, and were the letter I. So I'm going to put them in because they just fell. So we have the Chariot and we have the letter R. We'll take that. First, middle, or last name R. Or it could mean with the Chariot being a runner, you run off from someone. It's about detachment anyway. This is what I'm getting already. What we got for the Justice? Justice. Okay, we've got a few that's fallen. So we had Mars, we had Aries in the first house, Mars and Aries. We have harmony, we have love, we have a shapeshifter, we have Libra. I'm not putting all these out, by the way. We have slander and we have karma. And I can go back in. We just need one, please. There's one folded there. Okay, so we have the Leo. We have the Leo over Justice. Who's the leader, bossy, creative. It's also the Strength card. We have a P, first, middle, or last name. Very confident with the Leo. Chariot, please. So the letters, we've got P and we have R. First, middle, last name. We have Archangel Samuel with death is the festival of souls. Basically, we're putting it out. We have Neptune with inspired ideas, confusion, sacrifice. And that's over the Justice. And we have the letter M also. So M-R-P, first, middle, last name. We have an O. Just one more to close up the Justice. Folded. So there has to be death to this situation. You've already, if you are the Aquarius, you're quite a visionary actually. and you detached yourself from a situation. You got Samuel, who's bringing in the death. And then we have over the Justice, we had Leo, Neptune, and we have Capricorn. So that's for them. Okay. Right. Who's there? This star is detaching from. We've got perseverance. You detached yourself from someone, something, and we have the perseverance. So they kept on persevering even after you detached from them. We have the trickery that's fallen over the Chariot. So there was some sort of trickery, deceit in this situation, and that's probably why you were brought out of it on the Chariot. And over the Justice, please. Over Justice, we have rejection. So yeah, you basically, you rejected an energy. You basically detached from an energy. You had a vision, and it seems as though they didn't want to be involved in this vision that you had, you know. You knew, the way I'm seeing it, you knew what you was going to be doing in your future. And I think you'd express this to this individual. I'm seeing it as one person. They were causing trickery to you. They were being quite deceitful. And obviously you rejected them because the Justice card had been pulled. We have Leo, we have Aquarius, we have Capricorn, we have Neptune, and all the cards are being thrown everywhere. We have gossip as well. We have gossip over the... So there was some gossiping about yourself going on in this instance. Jeez, that was growth and a victim. So this person was trying to stop your growth, and they were playing the victim, to be fair. Over the Chariot, we have impartiality. So they don't even care about you, about anything. They wasn't impartial to who they were with, what they were doing. We have acceptance, and that has fallen on the downward side, and they wasn't very accepting of the situation. So once you moved out of the situation and Justice was called, they couldn't accept that this was happening. They still wanted to be around you, basically. And don't forget, we had the letters R, P and M. You can associate them. We have enlightenment. This person wasn't enlightened. I don't think they were enlightened to your vision. You had a vision, basically. You wanted to do something, and they wasn't enlightened to it. They wasn't enlightened to you. I think it was something to do with your future, basically. And coming into the age of Aquarius, I believe that it was when we started to step into the age of Aquarius from Pisces. You had this vision of what you wanted and what things were going to be like. And we have the Destiny card, and we have renewal. So it wasn't your destiny to be with this individual, and you was moved out of the situation. And after the Justice card, after the Justice was called, you had renewal, obviously. So you balanced yourself in this situation. So you could have been either dealing with an Aquarius, a Leo, or what was it, a Capricorn. I think that's all we got, wasn't it? Oh, a Libra, wasn't it? Was it a Libra? No, we've seen that. We've seen that, but it didn't come up. So, you know, they didn't have the same kind of vision as you. So it could have been a business relationship, a love relationship, or, you know, a family, a friend relationship, basically. Give me something for the star. Okay, we have forgiveness. They want forgiveness for not being on the same level as you. So I have no idea what they did to you, basically. I know we've got impartiality, but they could have not been very impartial to the things that you were doing, but I was feeling that they wasn't impartial to who they were with and who they were surrounding themselves with, but they wanted forgiveness for this. I acknowledge that harbouring resentment blocks the flow of love. So they were quite resentful about you then, basically, and this is why they couldn't love you. I think they were resenting your vision. They were resenting what you were seeing for the future, basically, not just for yourself, but I think also with this individual. So whether it was a partnership or a business relationship, they didn't have any vision. They didn't have a vision as you have the vision. So you actually detached yourself from this situation. You'll know what it was, and you moved on. You moved on and you called justice, and you could be a Leo because you got Leo over. So if you're the Leo, this is why you moved on. The Leo, the star, you know, the Aquarius, quite visionary, creative. One sec, I've got a load there. So over the Chariot, we have grief. So when you moved away, they were grieving. They were grieving you. They were grieving your ideas, your vision, basically. Now, they're in regret, I think, for not moving forward with you in this situation, because you actually rejected them and you renewed yourself. And this individual is actually in regret because they didn't move forward with you. They wish that they was balanced. They wish that they had balanced with you. I believe that, you know, you was quite balanced, and they didn't want to balance. They had no vision. They hadn't got the same vision as you, and you had to detach yourself out of this situation. We've got the guilt card, and that is over the impartiality, which I said that there was trickery, and, you know, and it wasn't really your destiny to be with this individual. So I do feel that they felt guilty about the things that they had been doing against you, and this is why you was moved out of the situation into justice, you know, and you've got happiness over that. So you moved out of it, and you became the leader on your own, all on your, you know, yourself. If you're a Leo or a Capricorn, we have Neptune with Inspire as well. You know what I mean? And sacrifice. So you made sacrifices. You had to sacrifice this individual for your own happiness, basically. So, and that's exactly what you did. We have over the star, we have self-esteem, but you have a very good self-esteem, and I believe this individual was trying to lower your self-esteem. You know, they were trying to make you believe that this isn't you, that, you know, you can't do this, not believing in what you wanted, your vision, your ideas, you know. So over this Chariot, I think this is to do with some sort, it is a partnership. It might be a love, it might be a business, but it's about a vision. It's about something you wanted to do, and you moved into it, basically. You just, you know, you left this person behind, and they're regretting it. They're feeling guilty. They hadn't got the self-esteem that you had, basically. They hadn't got that, you know, get up and go sort of ideas. Oh. And this is success. So you know, got in your car, on your bike, wherever you got on, and you moved on into your success. You left this individual behind, and you started to become successful in your own right without this person around you. And these cards are going mad today. So I'm feeling that there was quite a bit of an argument in this situation. I am feeling it's a business idea, to be honest. I'm feeling it's a business partnership that you had. And they just didn't out the same vision as you. There was no trust in it. That's why with the justice. That's why you had to bring justice, because you didn't trust this individual. Obviously, if they, I believe that they were you was giving them ideas, business ideas and new ventures and how to move forward. But they were sharing these ideas with others. They didn't keep their mouth shut, basically. And whatever you was trying to do and move forward into, everything that you were sharing with this individual, they was telling others, basically. They were telling others your business dealings, you know. So you just moved away from them into your success because you don't trust them. Oh. I was going to say I'm going to fold them, but the cards folded themselves, so we'll just keep going. Is there anything else? Anything else, please? No. Okay. Right, so I do believe that this was about a business, not about a partnership. And they just was telling everybody the business, your business, so you moved away. What's over the star? Thank you. Okay, we have caretaker, putting others first. So I do believe that this individual was putting others before you. They wasn't even thinking about you. They was putting other people before you, basically. Whether it was, you know, there's a child here in bed, or it could have been another person, but they was basically putting others before you. Over the Chariot, we have lives between lives with the energetic realm. So I do believe that this is someone who you knew, who you had a connection with from another lifetime, basically. But I think you was quite wise to them. You kind of knew that you couldn't trust them. You had that feeling when you was first going into this business partnership. I think you understood that they were going to do something against you. You've got anxiety, overcoming fears, and that's phobias. And you've got them, you basically got a snake crawling up a ladder to this eagle at the top, and this was on the downward side. So I believe that they were they were doing, this is why the justice was called, they were being a snake. They were being sly behind your back. You couldn't trust this person. It's fallen on the trust, on the justice and on the trust. And I believe that you knew this person was untrustworthy, and that's why you didn't you know, you did tell them some things, and the stuff you were telling them, that obviously they were telling others. And you kind of knew that they were talking about your ideas with others. So basically you moved yourself out of the way, you know, it was your vision, and they were trying to cause anxiety, you know, they were trying to get you to fear moving on your own. Thank you. So we have addictions, reactive behaviours, reclaiming your powers. So I believe this individual had some kind of addictions. I'm feeling it was gambling addictions, and this is where the trust was being, you know, shown. You was seeing this individual, and they were always like gambling. They were either in the bookies or gambling on a lot of things. They were basically gambling on your visions as well. Now over the Chariot we have education, and this was brought to your attention. You learned about this. Someone told you and educated you in this, and that was on Life Between Lives. So I believe it was another individual who brought this to your attention, that they were gambling and they were telling all your business to other people, basically. And that's what they were doing. They were gambling with your ideas, with your visions, you know. Trying to rip you off. So it weren't a gambling addictions, it was more of gambling with your business, gambling with your ideas. Oh, gosh. And we have over the justice, resourcefulness, intelligence, mental action, and right thinking. So yeah, you knew, and you know, you were thinking in the right place, basically, about this individual, because they were, you know, you knew you couldn't trust them, and you were thinking about moving on. It could have been, see, I'm getting it was some sort of a building business, like I've got, what I'm getting is you were building houses, you were building like an housing estate, and this individual, this was your idea. We've got expressive talents, creativity, the arts, and I said it's arty. So you were doing a building project, and this is what it was. You had a vision about this project, what you wanted to do. This other individual, they came in either with a letter P, first, middle, or last name. They persevered to get in, to get on board with this idea of yours, you know. And they've been gossiping about it. They've been telling others basically about it. They weren't very enlightened to who you were. That, you know, I believe I'm talking to a male, and I believe that you know, you are a builder. You've got your own business. You build houses, and you have a lot of projects going on. You're a right visionary, you know, and you had to detach yourself from this person, because they wasn't enlightened to the situation, to doing things. They wanted forgiveness for this, and because they wasn't very balanced, they had very low self-esteem, and obviously they were putting others first. So they wasn't putting everything into being a business partner with you, basically. They were doing it behind your back. They were doing things behind your back. And I believe they were trying to rip you off, basically. And this is what the addictions was, you know, with the gambling addictions. They were gambling with your ideas, and they were telling others. And that's what I mean about the creativity, the arts, being a builder. I think it's a building project. You learned about it. You was educated on this because someone told you, and that's why you moved out of the situation. And that's what the chariot is with the building stuff. I'm getting lorries now. Do you know what I mean? So I'm getting lorries coming in and out of this project, and I'm seeing streets like it was a massive project. What you're building, like an housing estate. Like an housing estate. And obviously you just moved away from them because it's got bossy. Leo, you're the boss. You are the boss. Yeah. What else have we got for the justice, please? They couldn't accept that, you know, you are who you are, that you are the boss, and it's like it was your money. I believe this was someone who you knew when you were younger, and you met them and met back up with them, and you know, like they said, oh yeah, you know, I want to be in this business venture with you, but they hadn't got any kind of a vision. Basically, they hadn't even got any money to put in with it. They were just what is it what they say? They say something when you haven't got no degrees or anything like that. They were winging it, basically. They were winging it with you. They were saying that they knew this and they knew that and they knew nothing. They didn't actually know what they were doing. We got self-doubt, feelings of inadequacy. So, you know, what they were doing, where they were telling others and gossiping and doing things about you behind your back, and like they were trying to take this from you. They were trying to use your ideas. They were trying to take this project, this vision from you. Do you know what I mean? This is why you had to detach from this situation. They were giving you feelings of they were making you feel as though you were inadequate, that you know, you couldn't do this job. But it was them. They wasn't worthy of being around you. Basically, I'm sick of these cards going on the floor now. Okay, lack of connections, isolation. So yeah, no one's talking to this individual now. I know you're not. I just believe you cut them out your life and you walked away into your vision, basically, into what you were actually doing. And see, I've just got, there's about 10 houses, but I've got that there's about 5 already being built and completed. This is what I've just got. So if it is you, you've got to comment and let me know, please. And the Chariot. Still keep seeing those roads being tarmacked as well. Like the roads put in like a little housing estate being built, basically. Anything else, please? Anything else over the Chariot? No, sort of got the idea. Okay, so I'm going to close the reading because it's basically you're the star, you're the one with the money and the power, and you're basically what I've got from this reading. So is that you're we've got MP. I don't know, MP, first, middle, last name. You could be an Aquarius, or the individual who you had to detach yourself from could have been an Aquarius. But you have a vision, you have this vision about building this like estate, this housing estate. And, you know, this person was persevering that they wanted to get in on this, and they started gossiping and telling others about your business, basically. They had no idea who you were. They had no idea how much of a bigger business person you were. I believe that this person was someone from when you were younger. You knew them. And, you know, they were trying to fool you, basically, tell you that they were something that they were not. They want forgiveness for this, but I don't think you're going to forgive them because there was no balance. You know, you was the one with all the money to put up for the buildings and everything, and they were saying that they'd actually got the same as you and they could match you with this business venture, but they couldn't. They have very, very low self-esteem, and they were putting others first. So they wasn't even thinking about the business, and they were putting other people rather than this vision, this business venture with yourself first. And we've got that. We had addictions, didn't we? Reclaiming behaviours, reclaiming your power. So they were gambling, basically. They were gambling with your ideas. So you had to reclaim that power back, basically. And like I said, the arts, you were a builder, you're doing an housing estate, you're building some sort of an housing estate. And there's no communication, that this person is in isolation because you haven't, like, contacted them. Over the Chariot, we had the letter R. We had Samuel with fetching souls. The death is basically the death angel, isn't he? So bringing in a death to the situation. You was brought out of this situation. And we have the letter R, first, middle, or last name also. We have trickery because they were trying to be very deceitful about it, and they wasn't bothered about who they were spreading the ideas of your business to, or your business, basically. They were telling it to everyone. It wasn't your destiny to build this or to do this project with this individual. They're grieving over there at the moment, and they feel quite guilty now for what they did, because you're a successful businessman, you know, and I am feeling that you are a man. I'm feeling you're, very successful. And I believe, because of the life between lives, that this individual is someone from your childhood, someone who you knew, someone who you went to school with, who you just bumped into, and, you know, you started chatting and they tried to get in on the business, because we had education over the top of that. So learning, teaching, but you was educated. Someone told you about this person, that they were gambling and that they were telling others your business, basically, and they had no intention of actually putting anything into it. Justice was called, and we had Leo, bossy leader. You could be a Leo, or it's just basically you. You're the boss, you know. You are the boss. You're the talker, you know. You're very confident and all that lot. We have Neptune with sacrifice, yield, inspire, confusion. So they were trying to confuse you that, you know, about these sort of things, but I think you're way too clever for them, basically. We've got Capricorn, which is goals, realities, business person. So, yeah, you are the business person in this instant. And then, you know, we've got the rejection. So, you know, you rejected them. You rejected this individual. And they're not in acceptance of it. They're not in acceptance that you actually rejected them. And I think they was gossiping, but you renewed everything. Even though, you know, you didn't actually need this individual to help you with it. They're regretting it. They're not very happy about it, but you're happy because you're now moving forward with this project. You couldn't trust this person and you knew it. We got anxieties. They were a snake, overcoming fears. So they were a snake. They were always going to like try and do this to you. And this is why the justice was brought in. We've got resourcefulness, intelligence, mental action, right thinking, and that's you. And this is where I'm on about with the business idea. You've got like a project being drawn up there. And we've got self-doubt, feeling of inadequacy. They were trying to make you doubt your idea, basically. So over the start, we have the Sun, we have the Magician, and we have, Judgment. So no matter what, you know, you are the star. You have got very good ideas, you know. You could also be an air sign, basically. You could be a Leo, you could be an air sign. You've got the Sun, so you're very high up. It's not that you haven't done this for a little time. You've done it for a long time, so you knew exactly what you were doing. You know, I don't think this is the first build that you've done. It's probably the second, third, maybe fourth build. And this individual wanted to get in on your vision. Now, over the Chariot, you was moved out of the situation because obviously with the Magician, that's what they were doing. They were doing a lot of gossiping, a lot of, you know, spell work, talking, gossiping behind your back, trying to bring you down, basically. You know, and you called for justice on this situation because with the Chariot, you moved out of it. That's lorries as well. I also got lorries and the building equipment. And then you got the justice. So you called justice on this situation and you needed some kind of balance, and judgment's been passed. You know, this individual's gone now. Or you're going through it. And if you are, then, you know, so from myself, from my team, and from Creator, we wish you unconditional love, light, and healing energy. And thanks for watching. Bye.